Speaking of SOPs, the one thing that we realized too is like you have to. So we first of all, if you don't have a schedule an hour like to the hour of what you're doing that day, you're not going to be successful. You can't let things happen to you.
Right.
But once you have your schedule, and the first thing after we get up and coffee or whatever is the most important thing that we do in that day, which is work on the business. So we work on our systems for the business the first hour of the day. Because we would do it, we tried it at night, and what ends up happening heavily is like some fire you got to put, something, and you're like, now you got to do this thing or whatever. So the most important thing you do first, and you have to work on your business to get out of the business, you know? So like, and eventually like we'll
what does that look like on a typical day? So
like yesterday, we reversed engineered the first quarter of the year, what we're trying to do, like what we want to have happen in the first 3 months of this year. So you set your goal, reverse engineer it, and then have you heard of like the Scrum method? So every 2 weeks, you know, like you just stay hyper focused on the 2 weeks, and then at the end of the 2 weeks, you reevaluate like what it is worked, and and that's like all the efficient businesses utilize that.
Right.
And opposite of that would be the government, where they
just
wildly spend.
That's the scrub method. Scrubs method.
Scrub and scrubs. But like, so you have to reverse engineer, like, hey, if we want to see, how are we going to get the CNC? If we're going to finance, are we going to pay cash, blah, blah, whatever it is. It's like, all right, then
and then what's your target for it? And if we want to get it by end of Q2, then how much money do we have to have? And
exactly. Yeah. And then, so if that was the case, how many jobs we have to close to make that? How many leads we have to do to get those jobs? And so you just keep going until you have an actionable steps